primarily stock exchange or commodity exchange. Those are BSE Limited and MCX India. BSE Limited is valued at close to 330 million US dollar, and MCX is valued at 883 million US dollar. So both these companies are valued less than $1 billion. So both companies can be clubbed under small cap category, and both these companies are widely covered by sell side analysts. We will see next stock performance of these companies versus benchmark index return, which is Nifty 50 index. So return is categorized into 4 different categories: 90 days return, 1 year return, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year and 10 years. So over 9 days period return, both BSE and MCX India, they have outperformed Nifty 50 index. If we talk about 1 year return, MCX India has outperformed Nifty 50 index. If we talk about 3 year return, then MCX India has outperformed Nifty 50 index. So far we talked about as a general all those companies which are either a stock exchange or commodity exchange. In the same segment, we will talk about one specific company, MCX India, and its investment potential. So background of this company: the company was founded in 2003. So this company has around 17 years of operating history. It facilitates trading for commodity derivative contracts for varied segments, including bullion, industrial metals, energy, and agricultural commodities. This company commands market share of 96.7% in terms of value of commodity future contract traded. The company is based in India. We will see next MCX India stock performance. So this chart gives you the stock performance of MCX since its listing on NSE exchange. So for the last 4 years, the company stock has performed. It was a quite volatile performance for this company. You can see back in 2016, the company was getting traded somewhere around 800 INR. It went up to around 1400 in 2017, and then it again fell down in 2019 to below 750 INR, and then again a matter of 1 year it again went up to 1300 plus level. So it's a quite volatile journey, but volatility actually is one of the inherent feature of the market, which we cannot actually avoid. Next we will see MCX India business segments. So this company has 4 different business segments in commodity trading space. Those are precious metal and stones trading, energy trading, base metals trading. and agri commodities trading. This table gives us a high level summary of MCX India market share in its different segments of trading over a period of around 7 years. So as a whole, if you talk about overall commodity future market share, then market share of MCX back in 2013 was 87%, and as per its second quarter FY20, it increased to 93%. So around 6% increase over a period of 7 years. And then in each of its trading segments, precious metal, energy, base metals and agri commodities, its market share has almost been constant and it had commanded always a leading position in this segment besides agri commodities, in which it commands less than 15% market share. This table gives us MCX India market share, average daily value traded for its different commodity type over a period of 5 years. So ADV stands for average daily value traded. So here we have, in terms of billion, INR billion, that means for gold, silver, natural gas, crude oil, copper, nickel, zinc, lead, aluminium and others. So below chart actually gives you the percentage of those revenue coming from that specific commodity type. You can see crude oil and gold are two major contributors. This bar chart gives us a high level overview of monthly average daily value traded. So if we talk about monthly average daily value traded, it also captures the seasonality feature in terms of average trading value. So you can see here in the middle of the month, in the middle of the year, July, August and September, we saw an increase in average daily value traded, but in October it fell down from all-time high level, and December as well it fell down a bit from its previous level. The right side of the chart captures the quarterly performance of average daily value traded. So it gives us over a period of time how much transaction revenue MCX has generated, okay, from its trading. So you can see back in first quarter FY17, the quarterly average daily value traded was 242 INR billion, and in third quarter FY20 it increased to 309 billion INR. This bar chart gives us an overview about number of active unique client codes over a period of time, and it captures the quarterly performance of active clients, and we can see there's a recent increase in number of active clients. We will see next the fundamentals of MCX India. So some of the key financial ratio of MCX India over the last 2 years. So you can see current ratio has improved both on a standalone basis as well as consolidated basis compared to previous year. Operating profit margin, it has also increased compared to its previous year. Net profit margin, it has also increased compared to its previous level, and return on net worth, it has also increased compared to its previous level. This table gives us summary of all the key ratios at consolidated level over a period of 3 years. You can see it has demonstrated an increase in EPS level over last 3 years period. Back in FY18, the EPS was 21.3, and in FY19 it was 29.5, and FY20 it is expected to go up to a level of 43.5. Next we will see the cash flow details of MCX India. So cash flow at consolidated level for MCX India is here. You can see operating cash flow has constantly going up at a decent percentage growth year on year. Investing cash flow has also increased, but at subdued level. Financial cash flow, it also had increased, but again at subdued level only. So overall, the net cash flow for this company is in positive sign, you can see, which is quite a good sign for the company finances. We will see next MCX India valuation, first on PY multiple level. So PY ratio for this company over a period of 4 years. So average historical average, 4-year historical average PYE for MCX India was close to 33, and currently it is around 28.6. 5. So you can see the current PYE is at great discount from its historical value, which is 33. Next valuation of MCX India is on EV/EBITDA multiple level. So we can see again a 4-year historical EV/EBITDA value. The current EV/EBITDA multiple is 34.4. 4-year historical average EV/EBITDA multiple is close to 34.8 times. So historical value and the current value appears to be quite in line. Next valuation of MCX India is on price by sales multiple. So the table tells us 4-year performance of MCX India on PY and market capitalization by revenue level. So current price by sales ratio for MCX India is close to 15.3 level, and 4-year historical average price by sales is close to 20.3 times. So it appears that it is priced at discount to its historical average price by sales multiple. So there is a good room for this company stock to go up and touch its mean level of average price by sales level of 20.3. Thank you for watching this video.